I'm Ben, I'm your welfare executive at DSU, and today I'm making a spag bol. So I've got a pepper, some spaghetti, I've got a pack of onions, I'll probably use only one of these, I've got some tomato sauce, I've got my beef mince of course, and I've also got some cheese. Now all this cost me £7.50, but quite a lot of it would last, well it's going to last for 2 to 3 meals anyway, and the pasta, cheese and the onions, they're going to have quite a bit left over from anyway for me to use it for another meal later on. So I'm just going to cut the onions. So the way I do it is I take the ends off the onion first. That, and then you just peel. I think it's easy then to peel the onion. You just go around this and all that just gets binned. It's quite simple. I usually slice down, so I like long chunks of my onions. So then I also just do the pepper, so I usually just cut the pepper in half generally. Hopefully better than that. Then I would quarter it, and then I just usually cut that bit out from the middle because it's not very nice. So the way I usually do the peppers, I like them in cubes really. So usually the way I do is just slice them down here, trying to avoid crushing my fingers, so that's never a good idea. And then I just dice it across like this. So you just keep dicing it up. So I would just put a bit of oil in here. I think it's always good to give it a stir around and then turn the heat on. So that starts to heat up slightly. So now I would just put in my veg. The veg will go in, and I would just start giving it a stir to make sure it's okay. This really takes a little bit. Okay, so I've just put the onions on. As you can hear, that's just sizzling over with the oil. I've also put the peppers in. So they just sit there, just brown off the onions and the peppers. You don't want to cook them too much because you still do the mince alongside it. So yeah, you just cook them so they just start to cook. So the onions are cooking here. You can hear they're nearly, got the point, nearly done. Still right bits in there. We don't want to sort of cook them too much. So they just start to get this phase. I usually just get the mince and I usually just stick them all in at once. Take off, make sure you get that paper that comes with it. I start break the mince up and just stir them in. Start browning them off as well. So just getting all the stuff down into the actual hot part of the wok. Make sure that's the bit. The stick up at the sides, you get bits that don't cook very well, and you end up with bits that are cooked and bits that aren't. So just make sure you always keep that going. At this point, I would normally start boiling the kettle as well, just for the pasta. You see this just browning off. I'll give it a quick stir again. But while you're doing this, make sure you let it cook as well. Don't sort of stir it out, otherwise it doesn't get enough heat onto it to cook. You see any bits still? You'll have little bits of mince still. Just break them up. Make sure you get all the nice bits all cooked through. So when I'm doing the pasta, what I usually do is I usually pour the water actually onto the pasta itself. You do it over this thing, it's always a good idea in case a bit falls out. But if you do that, you can also help just then to bend the spaghetti down originally. So just do that. I'll get a spoon to help me. Just bend it in slowly. Yeah, so the pasta's on, it's just starting to get the water's already boiled in the kettle, just making sure it's all heated up. I always put a bit of salt in with the water, helps with the boiling temperature for one, and also helps with the flavour of the pasta. Just put in a couple of herbs, just at this point into the water, just to give the pasta that nice little taste. So I like some herbs personally. A bit of a hidden trick also, I generally sometimes have trouble opening jars. So one of the hints is if you're knocking against the table or at the side or something, that can help, and then you should be able to quickly open it. Then that should help you open it. So what I normally do is I pour it all in, straight into the middle of the pasta. It goes right in there, and make sure I stir that right round. Yeah, so you see the mince meat mixture, the Bolognese mixture, it's just bubbling. Give it a quick stir every now and again, but really just want those bubbles, don't do too much with it, so it just sort of simmer down the sauce. So also a little thing I like to do in my pasta is I'm a massive cheese head as well. I love a bit of cheese, so I sometimes just tweak a little bit of cheese in, not too much. So the pasta, looking at it, is just about cooked, I think. So that's all good. So just make sure that get it, and I bring it over to the sink. The pasta's done, so I've just got the thing, put it in the sieve, and just get a sieve, pour it all the way through. Now, always give it a bit of a shake with the sieve because quite a lot of water is still in the pasta. So, as you see now, the pasta's completely drained all its water. No water left in there. The mince is all done, as you know. So, now what has to do is plate it up. So, all we have to do now is sprinkle a little touch of cheese on top. And there you go.
So there you have it, my spaghetti bolognese.